Good day, everyone. My name is Joris Dalanson Kwashi. I am a STEAM facilitator on an international STEAM organization called Makers Place Ghana Limited. So basically today what we are just going to focus on is animal classification using Pictoblox. How to be able to use Pictoblox to be able to classify animals. Thank you. So first of all, I'm going to say that in order for us to start, we need to be able to acquire or download or to be able to get an extension from our extensions called machine learning. So we go to our extensions. When we click on our extensions, we click on machine learning. So for the machine learning extension to be able to work with our Pictoblox, it requires a strong internet connectivity. That's what this shows or indicates here. So you need to be able to be connected to the internet in order to be able to use this extension. Good. So after selecting your machine learning extension, you can come back to Pictoblox. So let's click on the extension that we just added. So when we click on it, it tells us to create a model, load a model, or refresh a model. Good. So let me show you how we can go about creating a model. I've already created my model and I've already loaded the model, but I'm going to show you how we can create a model. So we just click on create a model. Yeah. So when we click on create a model, it takes us to a Google interface or a teachable machine interface that's a product of Google, which we are going to use. So this machine learning platform helps us to be able to work on image projects, audio projects, and post projects. That's the project that we are currently going to focus on at the moment is an image project. So we are going to click on image, then we click on standard image model. And with that, we can be able to classify two objects or two classifications. So with the first one, we can be able to either use our webcam to be able to classify an object, or we can be able to upload images in order for us to be able to classify our objects and also compare it with other objects or images. Good. So since we are going to use samples of images, we click on upload, then we choose a file. You can either choose a file from our own computer or from our Google Drive. And I already have downloaded images of cats and dogs. So I'm going to upload the images for the cats and the dogs. Good. So I load a sample of the images for the cats. Then I name my first class as cats. Good. So after naming my first class as cats, I go onto the second class and I upload the second images, the second set of images, which is dogs. Good. So after uploading the sample of images of dogs, we can be able to name our second class as dogs. Then we train our model. In order to train our model, we need to be on the same page or interface. We do not need to swap other interfaces for it to disrupt our training model. So we are training our model at the moment. And this is the process whereby the machine is able to learn from the data that has been acquired in order for us to be able to train the model. Since we are not using the webcam to be able to classify images, to be able to classify objects, we need to select our files. So we select file, then we choose an image to be able to test and see that the accuracy of the images that we are inputting is actually correct or has a high accuracy. Okay. So let's choose one of these dogs. Let's choose this and upload it. So the app outputs tells us that this you have 100% accuracy, telling us that the object or the animal in this image is a dog. Let's try one for a cat, then we move on. Good. Click on image, then we select a train laser. Okay, so this is a cat. Okay, let's see. Accuracy tells us that we have 100% accuracy of the animal in the image being a cat. Thank you. So now we can be able to export our model. In order to export our model, we can upload our model. It's going to take a little bit of time to be able to upload our model. When we upload our model, we can be able to copy the link that we do get here or we do acquire after uploading our model. Good. So when we upload our model and we get the link, we can copy the link that we do acquire from loading our model. Then we open or we launch our Pictoblox. So when we launch our Pictoblox, we come to load, we click on load, then we paste the link of our model here. We paste it here, then we click on load model in order to be able to get our model. So when we click on load model, we'll be able to have the image models that we are searching for at the moment currently here. Yeah. So let me cancel this. Minutes. Good. Update my cloud. So let me update it. Copy it. Minutes. So let me go to my Pictoblox and update it. I paste it. Also loading. I'm just trying to refresh it. I could have just clicked on refresh window, but I want to take you through the whole procedure in how we can be able to load our model. Good. So model loaded successfully. Now we need to be able to select our multiple images or our testing data for Toby to be able to classify our testing data and be able to classify which images identifies a cat or which images identifies a dog. So let's go to a backdrop, then upload a backdrop. Good. So with the upload a backdrop, we are going to use our testing data, which is a combination of cats and dogs. So we are importing our testing data. Good, 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 good. Let's stay aside. Our testing data to load. We have 6, we have 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Good. So after uploading our testing data, we can come to Toby. Good. Then we move to our blocks again. Good. So now we need to write a code, or we need to come up with a code whereby Toby will be able to classify our animals for us to know which of the images states that or identifies being a cat and which other image also identifies being a dog. Good. So first of all, in order for us to be able to do that, let's go to machine learning blocks and go to machine learning blocks. We can be able to identify the cats used on our stage. Then let's select another block again to be able to identify dogs on the stage. Good. So after selecting this, we can be able to go to control and select our if then statements. Good. So let's select our if then statements for all of them and insert our models in it. Good. Good. So after inserting our models in a if then statements, if the class the class of the objects on the image has been identified on the stage. If it's a dog, it should say or Toby should respond or give us a feedback that this is a dog. In order for us to be able to input that, we need to go to loops. Then we select save for 2 seconds for each of them. If it's a cat, we change, we make it this is a cat, so this is a dog. This is a cat. It's a cat. Good. Now we can be able to add both of them like this, and we also need a green flag for us to be able to run our code very well. Although we can choose any of the event tags, some of the event tags here. Like let's write this clip. Now let's use the green flag. Good. So after adding our event flag, we want this to run forever. So let's use our forever condition as control. Good. So let's input, sorry. Good. Let's input all our two if then statements into our forever loop. Good. So after inputting two if then statements in the forever loop, we need to add next backdrop for our backdrops to be able to move to the other backdrop. Good. So let's go to loops and select next backdrop. Then with the next backdrop, let's insert it in forever since we want it to repeat itself. After inserting it into our forever loop or forever statement, we can be able to also add wait for 2 seconds. So wait for 1 second. So let's add it to it. Code for it to be able to wait for a second before it moves on to the next image. Good. So now we are set with our code. We need to test our code and see if this actually works. If it works, then that means the code that we have written is actually accurate and it fits for the classification projects that we're currently working on. So let's have a look. Yeah. And the green flag is clicked. Okay, this is a dog. Let's state that this is a dog. The next one, this is a cat. Okay, for 1 second, this is a cat. Good. This is a cat. Good. This is a dog. Good. This is a cat. Good. This is a dog. Good. This is a cat. Good. This is a dog. Good. 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 This is a cat. Good. That means Toby is able to identify our images or our selected tested images data. Toby has been able to learn from our training data sets that we acquired or we produced for Toby. And after Toby training on our data sets or learning from our data sets, Toby is now able to identify any image between all images within cat, all images that have cats and dogs in them. Thanks a lot to machine learning. That is how far it has brought us. Thank you for joining this call and for watching this YouTube video. We do hope to see you in our next YouTube video. And you stay with peace and have a blessed day. Thank you. Bye-bye.